Testing.
1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can hear me? All right, let's turn this down because yours are going to be very, very high.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Very hot.
I can hear myself.
All right, keep going.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Testing. 1, 2. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome here to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, here in Bennett Court, here in the Quant Center, here in Stevens Point, or UWSP, as we have the Sentry Classic for you guys here on Zaleski Sports. We got a pretty good matchup here for you guys today. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside Steve Maves and Katie Lecton. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. And this match that we have here today is between the Amherst Falcons and the Edgar Wildcats. A few things about each of these programs are that Scout Spadoni, she's one of the main scorers, or is the main scorer on this team. She can rebound. She averages a double-double this season. And then Reagan Borkart for Edgar. She is also a very good shooter. She can also rebound, averaging around 20 points per game. So a few interesting things talked with head coach Brandon Trebetowski moments before this one, and he said he feels pretty confident in the way that his girls performed in their last few games and even in their practices, and he just feels confident with how things are going to be in this one. Before we get things underway, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
Welcome back, everybody. We're moments away from opening tip here in Stevens Point. Likely going to be a national anthem coming up soon, but the audience and attendance starting to fill up a little more here in this arena. Hopefully we can hear a lot of cheering from these crowds as they support both of their teams. But with that, I believe we'll take it to the PA announcer. Yes.
American Division matchup between the Wildcats of Edgar High School and the Falcons of Amherst High School. The Sentry Classic Committee and participating schools encourage good sportsmanship at all of our classic games. Good sportsmanship includes showing respect for competitors, coaches, officials, and spectators. In the true spirit of the holidays, let's maintain self-control, play good basketball, and have lots of fun. And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you sing for the dawns early light? What so proud we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts reared
And with that, thank you for the national anthem. Whoever sang that, I don't know if that was a person in the gym or if that was just a recording. But starting off with the starting lineups here in this one with Edgar. Number 3 is Reagan Borkart. And then at number 5 is Michaela Workis. And then at number 10 is the 5'5" senior, number 10, Morgan Schnelly. And then at number 12 is Leah Davis. And to round up the starting lineup is Amber Skirptrek. And then the starting lineup for your Amherst Falcons, the senior, number 2, Sydney Schulist. Another senior, number 10, is Peyton Jastromski. Another senior, number 14, is Haley Pesky. And then a junior, number 22, is Tatum Maves. And to round up the starting 5 for the Amherst Falcons is number 32, Scout Spadoni. Head coaches in this matchup are Brandon Trebetowski for the Amherst Falcons and Tom McCarty for the Edgar Wildcats. Just about to get things underway. Opening tip right on the way between Borkart and Spadoni. Should be a good one here in the Quant Gym here at UWSP for the Sentry Classic. As we're about to tip things away, here we go. So Schnelly taking the ball down the floor, passing it inside. Borkart double teamed, taking it back out to the perimeter. Amherst already playing aggressive on defense, leaving an open shot there. No good from Davis, and the ball is going to stay with the Wildcats. Davis will pass this one from the baseline. 17:41 to go here in this first half. The ball is up, no good. That shot was from Workis. Workis falls to the floor. Davis passing it around. Borkart taking the 3, no good. Another offensive rebound, and this time it's Workis, no good. And still can't get it, and Schulis gets kicked in the head, but she's all good. Few laughs come along, and Amherst will have their first offensive possession here today, as the Wildcats show the press to begin. So Tatum Maves handled that one pretty well. Schulist to Spadoni at the top of the key. Taking it back around. The ball gets stolen by Leah Davis. Davis going up with the left. No good. Borkart with the board and the basket. First 2 points of the day and of the tournament. And Maves gets called for a travel. Kind of lost her footing there. Almost looked like she stepped on one of the feet of the Wildcats players. So Sarah Breed comes into the game for Sydney Schulist. 16:50 to go here in this first half. Davis thought about taking the 3, passed up on it. We're seeing some pretty nice ball movement here coming from Edgar. It's a good thing to share the ball. I also spoke with Trebetowski the last week, and he ended up talking about teamwork and how we got to play as a team, not individuals. And, I mean, it looked like Edgar was kind of doing that, but that shot was no good from Leah Davis as the Falcons take over. Jastromski has a wide open shot from the top, and that one is good. Peyton Jastromski with the first 2 for Amherst as we're tied up at 2. 16 minutes to go. Workis to Davis. Over to Borkart. Bringing the ball once again around. Davis wide open at the top. She was asking for it, couldn't get it in time to get a shot. And one of the players, that was Sarah Breed, she fell over. She gets back up. Davis taking a 3. That one is good. Leah Davis hits the 3. So Jastrzomski taking over. Maves. Jastrzomski again. Let's see if Amherst can get the ball inside in the paint to Scout Spadoni, where that's where they shine the brightest. She was asking for the ball, but she's basically getting double teamed, which means that there's another open player, and Maves gets called for a hold foul. Probably a good thing, because that would have been a very easy basket there for Edgar. Yeah, Schnelly would have had a very easy layup opportunity if it wasn't for that foul. So Schnelly taking up the floor. 5-2 is our score, 14:50 to go. And that ball gets tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Edgar. And Alyssa Bostman checks into the game. So first time calling her name this afternoon. Once again, the Wildcats bringing the ball around. Tough shot taken. Great defense there from Tatum. And she's double teamed. Got to work around the press. And she does. And she takes the ball herself, tries to go coast to coast with it. Ball gets blocked or tipped out of bounds. The ball will stay with Amherst. Jastrzomski's checking out as Schulist comes back in. So the pass in there from Schulist. Spadoni takes a tough shot off the rim. No good. And that's the and one good for Haley Pesky. Couldn't tell who it was from there. It was either Breed or Pesky, but it was Pesky who came up with the board and the and one. So Pesky at the charity stripe. And her free throw is good as we're tied at 5. 14-17 to go here in this first half. Playing some tough basketball right now. Defense seemed like it was doing pretty well from both sides. And Spadoni with the rebound. A little messy pass there as the full court press from Edgar kind of challenged the Falcons. You got to take care of the basketball when it comes to playing this game. If you take care of the basketball and not force or cause any turnovers, you do want to force turnovers. It's if you cause turnovers offensively, that's where things can kind of fall apart for you. Difficult pass to Borghardt, no good. Overshot the rim by a lot. And Spadoni with another rebound. Sarah Breed, she got triple teamed by the Wildcats, so now the Wildcats get the ball back. Just got to take care of the basketball. Shot no good. Breed with the rebound. Maves looked like she almost got fouled. No call. Maves with a bounce pass over to Spadoni. Spadoni chucks the ball to Breed. Breed for three. It looked good, but it just went off the front rim. No good. From this angle, that shot looked like it was going to go. 13-10 to go here in this first half. Tough pass on the inside and a foul. That's Bauman. She's going to shoot 2 free throws. That was a really nice looking pass, though, coming from Morgan Schnelly. So Bauman's first, nothing but net, as Edgar takes the lead. Already had 2 lead changes here in this one, and the most points led is by Edgar by 3. And the second one, rims out, no good. 5-6. Maves passing it to Spadoni. And Amherst is going to set up their offense. Schulist inside of Davis, and she gets called for a travel. So as Olivia Davis checks in, she gets called for a violation right away. And it sounds like Tom McCarty wants to run the Wildcat offensive play. We'll see what that is. Davis passing the ball around. That three is taken well out, and that ball gets rebounded, and a timeout must have been taken, or a foul. So script check with the foul there, as the Falcons inbounded again. Got to work around that tough defense of Edgar. And a great pass on the inside to Olivia Davis, but the block is going to be called. So it's going to stay here with Amherst. Looked like Olivia Davis might have been shooting 2 free throws, but that is not the case. Jastrzomski to pass it in. Breed looking for some options here. And Olivia Davis kind of loses the ball as Borkhardt. She's playing some outstanding defense, but then that ball kind of gets sloppily turned over. Pass to the inside over to Olivia Davis. Great pass to Jastrzomski, and Jastrzomski just drives into the lane as she's going to be taking 2 free throws. That foul was on script check there, so that's her sec. They actually called it on Leah Davis. Kind of surprising there because script check was right in the lane of the drive from Jastrzomski. Jastrzomski's first rims out. Tough to come by on points right now. Foul-wise from each of these teams, Edgar has 3 and Amherst only has 2. As we got 12:01 to play here in this first half. We'll see if she can tie it up. Leaving that one short, but Spadoni with the rebound. She's going to put it up herself. And that's an easy foul to call. That one's going to be on script check for sure. So Spadoni, she's going to be shooting a pair. Okay, never mind. The foul was on Workis. Looked like it would have been a reach-in foul, but Spadoni ties it up with that free throw at 6. And the second one from Scout, leaving it short, and another rebound, and they call it out of bounds as Haley Pesky's foot was just on the baseline. So Wildcats will take over. Attendance kind of racking up a little more here as this game progresses. First game of the tournament, too. So we should have a good Sentry Classic for you guys here on Zaleski Sports. And they call a pushing foul out of bounds there. So to inbound it will be Edgar. And the foul was on Maves. So out of the 3 team fouls, Maves has a pair. To pass this one inbounds is Yonker. That looks like Workis had it. Or no, that was Lemmer, excuse me. Over to Workis. Bringing the ball around the floor now. Bauman. And there's going to be another foul called here. And Cindy Schulis gets called with the holding call. So each of these teams now have 4 fouls here in this first half. Yonker inbounding to Workis. Nice bounce pass to the inside over. But they call another foul, and this one's on Sarah Breed. So 3 straight fouls in 1 possession here from Amherst as they only had 2 in the first half. Jastrzomski comes up with the steal after a wobbly-looking pass. Very defensive matchup we have going. So if you guys like defense, this is the game to watch. And a very tough pass. That ball gets stolen by Workus. She comes up with the left, and Breed with another foul, as Workus will be shooting too at the charity stripe. So Sarah Breed gets called for 2 straight fouls. And that will bring Edgar to the bonus on the next foul. Workus, back rim, no good. So Breed comes out of the game. Checking back in is Olivia Davis for Amherst. Looks like Amherst trying to play the height and the bigs. So 6-7's our score. Edgar's back on top. 3 lead changes here in this one. Schulis got to work around the screen. Another difficult pass. And that ball is going to get stolen by Workus. The pass inside. Tough shot up with the left was Bauman. No good. And that one goes out of bounds. If I'm head coach Trepetowski, I would possibly call a timeout close to one of these times, because Amherst is having a very difficult time working around that screen. Or not the screen, the press. Full court press has hurt Amherst multiple times in this one. Borkhardt goes up with it, and that one doesn't go. It seems like these baskets just aren't allowing anybody to score. Another scary looking pass, but getting it over the half court line. Jastrzomski, she's got a lane to work around. Tries to bring it up. Taking a tough shot. Olivia Davis with the rebound. Great rebound. Pesky. Nothing but net for 2. Amherst takes their first lead of the afternoon. 8-7's our score. 10-10 to go. And a travel gets called on Macy Yonker. So let's see if momentum can kind of shift here towards the Amherst Falcons. Davis checks back in. Leah Davis, that is. Looks like one of the other basketball teams playing this afternoon just got to the gym. And a foul, another foul is called, and this one's on Lemmer. Either Lemmer or Schnelly. Yes. So that one was on Lemmer. 5 fouls now for Edgar to the 6 for Amherst. And Schulist bringing it around. Scout Spadoni. Ball almost gets stolen. Pesky with the hands, though. Jastrzomski for 3, no good. Too strong. The rebound, though, for Spadoni. Spadoni goes up with it. Tough looking shot. Spadoni Spadoosh. First time calling that one this afternoon. Probably going to call that a few times here in this tournament. 10-7 now. Momentum is definitely shifting towards Amherst as they're trying to put up the great defense, holding Regan Borkhardt off on points right now, doing a great job at it. And Spadoni gets called for a travel. So lots of words coming from Coach Tom McCarty to his girls, trying to shift the momentum back towards the Wildcats. And Lemmer having a difficult time handling it, but she's going to get fouled by Jastrzomski. So 10-7, 8:57 to go here in this first half. So here for the 1-and-1 is Lemmer. And the first one is good. That's Lemmer's first shot at the charity stripe this afternoon. And the second one, just like the first, good. And Tom McCarty wants to call a timeout. 10-9 our score, 8:57 to go. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Welcome back, everybody. 8:43 to go. Amherst Falcons take over on the offense. Let's see if Spadoni can drive it inside, and she's fouled, and she gets the basket. And one for Scout Spadoni. That's what she does best, when she's able to work it in the paint like that. Get the ball up over the defender. Just body the defender and get a basket. Spadoni's third free throw of the afternoon, no good. 1 for 3 at the line is Scout Spadoni, but she did get a basket. Momentum is definitely shifting towards the Falcons after that timeout from Coach Tom McCarty for the Wildcats. But another foul gets called, so shooting the 1-and-1 here is going to be Macy Yonker. And the first one from Yonker, no good. So that leads to a rebound there for Leah Davis, no good. And the defensive rebound coming from Sydney Schulist. Jastrzomski passing it to Spadoni across half court. So the Falcons get the ball over half court. Many fouls have occurred here. And they're going to call a jump ball on that one. First 6 minutes of this one, we only had a total of 4 or 5 fouls, and we're already at 14. And we're just past halfway here in this first half. Jastrzomski to inbound to Pesky, setting the ball back up top for Schulist. Over to Olivia Davis, thought about taking the three. That ball gets stolen by Yonker. She's got to watch out for the defenders, no good on the left, and trying to go back up with it. Schulist is going to be called with a foul, as that is Morgan Schnelly who's going to be shooting. It was a shooting foul, I believe. We'll see if they call it. Yep, they do call it a shooting foul, so Schnelly will be shooting 2 free throws. Her first one is good. 2-point game. So checking in for Amherst is Isabella Dombrowski. And the second one is good. And Dombrowski falls over. She gets called for the travel. So it kind of looks like momentum might be shifting back towards Edgar at this point. 7:53 to go. One more foul from Amherst here, and Edgar will be in the double bonus. Working the ball around the court, falling over is Lemmer, but managing to keep the ball. Leah Davis for 3, no good. She must be their 3-point shooter on this team. And Spadoni with a nice block. And Amherst going to take their time here on this offensive possession after a great stop on the defense. In order to have a great team, you got to have both parts of your game work, the offense and the defense. Olivia Davis inside of Spadoni. She makes that 9 times out of 10. No good. And then called for the charge is Jastrzomski, as that looked like Workus put her body on the line there. Taking those charges, man, that can be pretty scary, but when it gets called on your end, it's a pretty darn good feeling. So it's 12-11. We'll see if Edgar can take the lead back right here. Workus, no good. Jastrzomski with the rebound. She's trying to work around. And great defense, forcing her out of bounds there. Coming from Morgan Schnelly. So Edgar will take over again on the offense. Reagan Borkart comes back into this one, as Pesky's defending her. So a little bit of a mismatch there. We'll see if Borkart can take advantage, and she does. Olivia Davis couldn't get to her in time to double team. So Edgar takes the lead right back, as that's Borkart's first 2 points in this match. And Pesky, she's got a lane to shoot, and she gets fouled, and they're going to call a charge on this one. Once again. I think sacrificing her body again was Schnelly. Some of the fans don't appreciate that call. It did seem like it was a little late. Like when she went up with it, it looked like as she landed, that's when it happened. But the refs called it a charge, so it's going to stay 13-12 instead of an and one to possibly make it 15-13. And fighting for that one, they're going to call a jump ball on it. And the possession arrow staying with Edgar. So Leah Davis to inbound this one. Over to Schnelly. And that one got tipped by Davis out of bounds. So Michaela Workis, she checks back in. Leah Davis gonna take a seat on the bench. 6:03 to go. 12-13. Edgar on top here in game one of the Sentry Classic, the 2022 Sentry Classic. And bodies fall to the floor as they call another jump ball. So Amherst will take over on this one. And a timeout's going to be taken by Brandon Shepetowski, as he's going to collectively bring his girls together to see what they can do on offense. 5:50 to go, 13-12. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Stone Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2022 Sentry Classic. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside cameraman right now, Steve Maves, and producer Katie Lechten. 5:40 to go here in this first half. 13-12. Edgar Wildcats on top. Scouts Bedoni taking a tough pass. And that ball gets stolen collectively by a couple of Wildcats. Borkart with a pass fake, leaving a wide open shot here for Schnelly. That one is good. That's a long two. So Edgar taking a 3-point lead once again. We got a good back and forth going here. And Dombrowski needs to pass the ball, get the ball over half court. And Shepetowski has to call a timeout, as Amherst was about to have a violation, a half court violation. So 5:05 to go. We'll take it to another commercial break. We'll be right back.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
And we are back here at the 2022 Sentry Classic here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Here for some high school girls basketball here on Zaleski Sports. After that timeout, I'm going to guess Trabatowski told his girls we got to end up setting screens or something using one of our players down the floor as we're inbounding it to get around those presses, because Amherst is having a really difficult time dealing with that press. Scouts Bedoni, and she gets called with another charge, and the Amherst crowd can't even believe it. That's 3 straight charge calls, and all of them would have led to baskets. Talk about a big momentum killer for Amherst. She can't really believe the call. Neither could the Amherst fans. And Tom McCarty wants to run the Edgar play. So Lee Davis passing it inside to Borkart, working around 2 as she passes to a wide open Schnelly, no good. And the rebound coming from Olivia Davis. And Jastrzomski taking the ball down the floor. This time going fast enough to get out of a possible press. And a great pass from Pesky to Spadoni, but the block from Reagan Borkart. Wow. And they're calling something as a shoe went flying, I guess. So Borkart had that block, and I don't think she had a shoe on. That's pretty darn impressive if you ask me. Shoeless Joe Jackson, he was known for like not wearing a shoe or his shoes on a certain play in baseball, and I can't remember what it was that he did, but it was pretty significant. I mean, Borkart trying to repeat history, I guess. But 4 minutes to go, 15-12. Great pass inside of Workus as she goes up too strong with it. And they're fighting for it. That ball rolls out of bounds, and they're going to call it Amherst basketball. Taylor Lemmer checking back into the game for Maureen Schnelly. And Pesky to pass in. We'll see what Amherst did to respond to the press. And Dombrowski falls over there as she'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Yonker kind of tripped her a little bit with her feet. Definitely didn't do that on purpose, so would not be called for a technical. And Dombrowski's first free throw rims out. They call a lane violation, and it must have been on Dombrowski. Her foot must have crossed the line, is what one of the officials said. So still 15-12. Baskets are very difficult to come by here in this one. We'll see how each team can respond here in the second half. Borkart, that one's no good. She's still only at 2 points in this one. Dombrowski over to Pesky. And got to work it around the key. Pesky wanted to get it to the inside. Olivia Davis takes the long 2, no good. Just a little over 3 minutes to go as Edgar takes over on offense. Michaela Workus over to Borkart. Double teamed is Leah Davis. And the 3 ball is good. That one's from Macy Yonker. That's a big shot there. Biggest lead of the afternoon from either side at 6 points here for the Edgar Wildcats. Let's see how Amherst can respond. Spadoni, she gets called with a travel, and she kind of comes up a little gimpy after that one. Kind of grabbing her hip, so we'll have to keep an eye on her. She's grabbing her left side, so definitely have to keep an eye on that as she goes to the end of the bench to take a breather. So 18-12 is our score, 2:30 to go. Leah Davis for three. Oh, if that would have dropped. Borkart had an easy shot opportunity, but just couldn't convert it. And I think Pesky might have got hit in the face. So I think Pesky's going to be shooting a free throw. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1. Basketball is not an easy sport when it comes to being physical and everything. You got to put 110% into your game. Pesky taking that one. That one rims out. Just can't buy a basket or anything. Amherst kind of struggling from the free throw line as well. Borkart, the Euro step. No good. Another one back up. She gets her own rebound and good. 20-12. So we'll see how Amherst can respond, being down by 8 with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Tatum Maves is back into the game with 2 fouls. Jastrzomski to Pesky. Dambrowski with it. Over to Tatum Maves. I thought she was going to take a 3. That shot gets blocked. And Borkart again with another block. Using her 5'10" frame as a big advantage. Passing that one over to Lemmer. Schnelly to Davis. That one could have been called a travel, I believe, but they didn't call it. And ball kind of scrambles around, working around, and they're going to call a travel there. So Amherst will take over. 1:22 here in the first half. Here in game 1 of the Sentry Classic. So we'll see how Amherst works around the press. Maves a few dribbles down the floor as the press kind of just dies out. And Jastrzomski working around to Davis. Tries to go up with it on the left-hand side. No good. 1 minute to go here in the half. 20-12. That ball kind of gets lost a little bit and stolen by Jastrzomski. Maves bringing the ball down the floor. Dambrowski was open there. And working around. No fouls called or anything. Just great stand-up defense there. So Amherst is going to inbound this one. 32.6 left in the half. And an interesting inbound pass almost worked. Davis goes up with it. No fouls are being called. And now they call a foul. So it's still going to be a 1-and-1 here. As it looked like that foul was on the floor. It looks like Haley Pesky has to go out of the game. She might be bleeding somewhere. So it looks like Scout Spadoni, she is back in and healthy. Not sure what's going on with Haley Pesky. I think there might have been blood somewhere on the court or on her jersey. First one is good from Olivia Davis. Nah, if there was blood on the court, they'd have to clean up the floor. So it couldn't have been that. Not very sure. but it's 13-20 now, 26.7. And the second one, no good, and Scout Spadoni is going to be called for over the back. So the top scorers in this game, honestly, not doing too much right now. I was expecting more of an offensive battle between the two, but it seems like it's been all about defense here in this first half. So Michaela Workis, her first free throw there is good. And it's back to an 8-point lead. And Spadoni coming back out of the game. She has 2 fouls. And Haley Pesky is back. 25.8 seconds here in this first half. And the second one from Workis is good. 9-point lead. Biggest lead of the afternoon for Edgar. And Davis having a tough time passing the ball to Pesky, but another foul is going to be called, so Olivia Davis will be shooting another 1-and-1. And the first one from Davis is good. Nothing but net. 8-point game. So just about to wrap up this first half. If I'm Brendan Trebetowski, I'm telling my girls we got to do something to get around the press and just try to draw more fouls and take more shots on the floor, because down by 7 now, 15 seconds to go, but just not many shots have really been taken. They're trying to find a good shot selection, but with the defense of this Edgar team, it's tough to come by. Tana Maves with the rebound, and there's a foul, so Amherst is going to be shooting 2. Free throws can try to get them back into this one, make it a 5-point game. So Tana Maves will be shooting her first free throws of the afternoon. 2.1 seconds. And the first one is good. 6-point game. These Edgar fouls are kind of bringing Amherst back into this one. Next one, no good. And a jump ball is going to get called. The aggressiveness there from Olivia Davis. You'll love to see it. 0.2 seconds to go. Can't really get a shot off here. That's going to wrap up this first half, as our score is 22-16. Edgar Wildcats on top of the Amherst Falcons. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports. Don't miss it.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Bootleggers in Amherst Junction brings a great atmosphere with a full menu of delicious burgers, sandwiches, and dinner options, along with Friday and Saturday weekly specials. Bootleggers offers up a great variety of pizza, along with a relaxing, unique Bootleggers feel both inside and out. Make dinner simple tonight and leave the cooking to Bootleggers on Highway Q in Amherst Junction. Stop in or call ahead 715-824-2929. That's Bootleggers. It's what's for dinner. Capiche?
The International Bank of Amherst is your personal independent community bank. For over 125 years, customers and friends from all throughout central Wisconsin have known that the International Bank of Amherst has been in the same place with the same great smile. Checking, savings, mobile banking, and providing you the loans you need to make your dreams a reality. It's always the International Bank of Amherst by your side. Come see the difference this local independent community bank can provide for you. Located right on Main Street in downtown Amherst.
Member FDIC.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2022 Sentry Classic. Second half just about to get underway here between the Edgar Wildcats and the Amherst Falcons. 16-22 is our score. We'll see what Trebetowski and the Falcons can do in response to how they did in the first half. This Amherst team, they only converted on 5 shots, and they only made 6 free throws. They went 6 for 13 at the free throw line. Big story, because if Amherst could make all their free throws, they could have the lead in this game, or maybe even be tied. But then as for Tom McCarty and the Edgar Wildcats, top leading scorer in this one, Reagan Borkart. She also had 3 blocks in this one. One of them was a shoeless block. Pretty darn cool. But in the first half for Edgar, they shot 8 for 11 from the stripe, and they made 22 points. So they only ended up making 6 baskets. There have only been 11 made baskets in this game. We'll see how each team can respond here in the second half. We'll see. So here we go. Scout Spadoni. Passing over to Jastrzomski. Back to Spadoni. She gets fouled. And that's going to be another 2 free throws as Reagan Borkart gets called with the foul.
Extra foul on number 3, Regan Borchert. Third personal, first team foul in the second half.
That's her 3rd foul of the game, so that's huge. Spadoni is leaving her free throws short. Very frustrated by her free throw shooting right now. Scout Spadoni. And the second one, able to get that one to go. So she's 2 for 6 today from the stripe. 17:40 to go here in the second half. 5-point game. Borkart thought about taking the shot. Leah Davis for 3. Good! That's her second 3-pointer of the afternoon as she's up to 6 points here in the tournament. Maves over to Breed. Passing to Jastrzomski. Spadoni up top to Maves. Maves wanted it to Breed. Breed thought about taking a shot. Passed it up. Passing it back over to Maves, to Spadoni. Breed was calling for it down on the bottom. Taking a tough pass there was Jastrzomski over to Pesky. And another difficult pass from Breed to Pesky. That ball gets turned over. Also got to crack down on them turnovers. Borkart, she is just playing very aggressive right now. She went up with the left, couldn't get it, got her own rebound. And another 3, and that's good. From Michaela Furkis, or not Furkis, Workis, that is. So it's 28-17. 2 straight 3-pointers made from Edgar, and you got to get her on the screen. And that's going to be called for 10 seconds all day. 16:19 to go. Edgars came out here in the second half firing on all cylinders with 2 3-pointers and leading in offensive boards. Borkart gets triple teamed. That's got to mean that at least 2 other players are wide open, and that's how they're getting the 3-ball off. They're using the double and triple team on Borkart to get a pass over to Davis or Workis, and they've been able to take wide open 3-point shots, and they've converted on both of them here in the second half. 16:02 to go. Borkart once again, it's double teamed and a wide open player. That's Michaela Workis again, so she gets 2 more. She's already up to 7 points here in this one. 5 points in the second half for Workis. Pesky to Breed. 13-point game. Breed. Good. Definitely needed that one to go. 15:30. We'll see if Amherst can figure out the defensive strategy here. The double team once again on Borkart. And that leaves Workus open again, but no good. Rebound for Jastrzomski. Over to Maves. To Spadoni. We'll see if they can use their bigger players in the paint and try to just draw some fouls and maybe make some shots and take free throws. Spadoni, and she gets called with another charge. My goodness. That's Spadoni's third foul in this one. And if you get your best player into foul trouble, it's going to be a tough hill to climb for the Falcons. 11-point game, 14:50 to go here in the second half. Leah Davis bringing the ball around the perimeter and getting a ball to the face there was Workus. And they're going to call a jump ball on that one. I believe the possession arrow is going to stay with Edgar. So Scout Spadoni, she's out of the game. We'll see how long she sits until Trebetowski wants to bring her in with her 3 fouls. And Leah Davis to inbound this one. We're seeing some nice ball movement here. And another jump ball is going to get called. Sarah Breed doing everything she can to get that basketball. So Amherst takes over now after that jump ball with the possession arrow going to them. Just got to do everything they can to get around that screen and not cause turnovers to happen just like that one. They are having a very difficult time with that screen, or with that press. So Leah Davis passing this one in from the sideline over to Schnelly, to Yonker, and Borkart passing it cross court to Yonker again. And the shot there is good. So it's 32-19. And Skripchak with another basket, or her first basket in this one. And a moving screen call there on Olivia Davis, making this one pretty tough for Amherst. Amherst called for 2 offensive fouls out of their 3 fouls here in this second half. 13:40 to go. 32-19 is our score. If Edgar can come up to a very comfortable lead, nice looking layup shot there from Borkart. So now it's 34-19, but if Edgar can work up to a pretty comfortable lead, right now it's at 15, they might be able to steal game 1 here of the 2022 Sentry Classic. And Schulis looking for some options. Pesky once again from the key. No good. Borkart with the rebound. Davis pass inside to Skripchak. No good. Don't know how she could not convert on that one. Borkart for 3. No good. Rebound Jastrzomski. Amherst really needs to get their offense going now, as Trebetowski looks like he's going to bring Scout Spadoni back in with the 3 fouls. It's tough that she has 3 fouls, but it needs to be done. They need to do something defensively to cover Borkart with maybe just using Spadoni, because the double team and triple team clearly is not working. It leads to some wide open players on Edgar, leading to some easy baskets. So Spadoni passing it to Schulis. Schulis bringing it up. She gets fouled. She's going to be taking 2 shots at the free throw line. So Amherst 1 for 2 at the line here in the second half. We'll see what Sydney Schulis can do at the line. Her first one rims in, and it's good. And Schulis' second free throw, almost identical to the first, but it didn't go in. So 2 for 4 are the Falcons from the stripe. And Amherst now looks like they're playing the man defense. And they're trying to get all over that basketball as a timeout gets called by Tom McCarty and the Wildcats. Our score, Edgar 34, Amherst 20. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back to the 2022 Sentry Classic here on Zaleski Sports. Today's tournament is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get crazy low pricing on toys at Fleet Farm. Going on right now, save up to 50% on all toys, including top toy brands like Barbie, Melissa & Doug, Lego, and Nerf. Don't forget, you'll always get the lowest prices with the Fleet Farm price match guarantee. See our store at fleetfarm.com for details. And another basket is made here by Edgar as it's a 16-point lead, and Jastrzomski taking a difficult shot over a couple of Wildcats as that ball goes out of bounds. 11:40 to go. Today's game is also sponsored by Bootleggers. Bootleggers in Amherst Junction is your perfect combination of great food and a great atmosphere. Browse through a wide selection of food and drink options and enjoy the best pizza around at Bootleggers in Amherst Junction. It's what's for dinner, capiche? So Reagan Borkart once again gonna be shooting a couple of free throws here. Her first one, front rim, no good. Stays a 16-point game. And her second one rims off the back, no good, but an offensive rebound. Amherst really needs to crack down on those. Passing the ball around there. Borkart driving inside, and she lost the handle, and Spadoni with the steal. Tatum Maves to take over, 11:05 to go. And I really don't know what happened there. That must have been a miscommunication as Leonard goes up with it. No good. Borkart with the rebound. Kicking it outside. And they're going to call a jump ball on this one. Going to stay with Edgar. That last possession with Amherst, though, I'm not sure what really went on there. One of the passes there, it looked like it, I don't know if the ball got tipped or if Spadoni just didn't react to it once the ball was passed. She seemed a little confused. But Lemmer with Jastrzomski covering, and Workis leaving that one short. As Edgar stops the press, up by 16. And turning the ball over once again. Tough to see right now if you're Amherst. And they're going to call another jump ball here. Amherst is just going to take over once again. And today's game is also sponsored by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Scout Spadoni with the great reception, and she gets that one to go. Trying to build some momentum here. Brandon Trebetowski kind of yelling at one of the officials, asking for a foul there. Didn't get it, clearly. And the shot selection, no good there from Bauman as another jump ball gets called. The last 3 Edgar possessions, there has been a jump ball. Absolutely crazy. Under 10 minutes to go. Today's game is also sponsored by Blenker Construction. Let Blenker Construction bring your dream home to life. From interior and exterior design to construction, customization, and seeing the job is done right. Blenker Construction is with you every step of the way. Visit blenker.co.com. So 14-point game, just under 10 minutes to go. And we got a foul off of the ball. And it's going to be on Scout Spadoni. And she's already at 4 fouls, so one more and she's done. With only 9.5 to go. So with your best player being in this kind of foul trouble, very difficult. And up with the left is Skripczak. 38-22. Amherst right now just doesn't look like themselves. Great pass inside from Jastrzomski to Davis. Some good teamwork there. Going back to what Trebetowski said to me earlier last week, it's all about the teamwork. Got to play as a team, not individuals. And on that last possession, we saw them play as a team. That shot up and good from Bauman. So Edgar, they only made 6 baskets in the first half. They've already made 7 here in the second half. And we're just past the halfway point here in the second half. Davis thought about taking that shot. Passing it up to Spadoni. Maves for 3, needs that to go. No good. Trying to get the rebound, and couple of players fall over. Maves and Breed kind of just ran into each other. Both fell over. The aggressiveness for the ball, it's there, but right now something just seems missing from this Amherst Falcons team. So bringing up the floor is Schnelly. And Davis once again from her spot. No good. That would have been a 3. Jastrzomski with the defensive rebound. Maves to bring this one up the floor. 8 minutes to go. 41-24. Edgar. Jastrzomski just having a difficult time with this outstanding defense from Edgar. And there's going to be a reach-in foul called by Lista Bauman. So today's game is sponsored by Crystal Finishing Systems. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Jastrzomski's got to get this inbound in to Maves. She gets fouled on the floor. So they're going to inbound this one once again from the baseline. 17-point game. Davis open. Sideline no good. Just tough shots to make and to come by here for Amherst. And looked like it could have been a jump ball call, but they're going to call a reach-in foul on Sarah Breed here. 7:31 to go. One more foul, and Edgar is in the bonus. Breed almost got a piece of that one to steal it. And Skripczak from the top of the key, good. Unbelievable. 19-point lead. Amherst was able to get this lead down to 5. Or it might have been, yeah, it was 5 here in the second half. And ever since then, it's been all Edgar. Tough pass once again, and that's going to be another turnover. They just got to play as a team, not force the ball inside, and just try to build up that chemistry. 6:50 to go in the second half. Edgar trying to blow this one wide open, but dribbling that one out of bounds is Bauman, so Amherst will take over on offense. Today's game is sponsored by Purple Mountain Solutions, your business's go-to for both public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is you're shipping, you know that you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get there safely and efficiently. That's Purple Mountain Solutions. Olivia Davis kind of just falls over on the floor. Getting back up, and another jump ball is going to get called here. Possession arrow staying with Amherst. And inbounding it is Jastrzomski over to Maves. And Maves ends up getting fouled by Skripczak. 6:26 to go. This game is not over yet. Basketball is a game of runs. A run could happen. Maves to Breed over to Pesky. Jastrzomski for 3. No good. And Werkis almost traveled there. Was able to get the pass off, and she got the ball back after a weird-looking possession, but taking over. Schnelly takes a tough hit in the paint from, it looked like Tatum Maves. 6 minutes to go. So Schnelly's going to be shooting 2 at the free throw line. Her first one, no good. Today's game is sponsored by Brett Favor. Brett Favor of Keller Williams, Stevens Point, grew up right here in Amherst, except we are in Stevens Point right now. Whether you are buying or selling, when it comes to realty in Amherst, call the local resident Brett Favor of Keller Williams at 715-572-1174. That's 715-572-1174. Was able to get the second one to go, and the block from Regan Borkart, as that is her 4th block of the afternoon. So Schnelly bringing the ball around. Back up top to Borkart, trying to get some ball movement in. Borkart triple teamed, quadruple teamed, literally teamed by every single Amherst player as she falls to the floor. So clearly it was Amherst's goal to stop Reagan Borkart from doing anything to just be detrimental to them on their defensive end, but that has not been the story. She's been able to get some passes off to some other players like Werkis and Bauman and Schnelly and Davis and Yonker, and able to just work really well as a teammate for this Edgar Wildcats team as she makes that free throw. 46-24. Edgar blew this game wide open at around the 11-minute mark. especially when Scout Spadoni was in big foul trouble and she had to come out of the game. So, with that being said, the Falcons trying to do something on offense. Another jump ball gets called, so Edgar's going to take over again. Just a very uncharacteristic beginning to this one, coming from this Amherst team after covering them for 4 or 5 games this season already. I just haven't seen them play as discombobulated as they are. They have 4 people covering Reagan Borkhardt, which means that there's 3 or 4 other players that are wide open. And shooting this one for 3, falling over, is Taylor Lemmer. That one's no good. 4:30 to go. And Sarah Breed bringing this one back up top. Jastrzomski over to Spadoni. Spadoni back into the corner. Maves for 3. That ball gets tipped. And falling over, Jastrzomski, great recovery. Try to work around the 3-on-2. And they can't even work the 3-on-2. It looked like Breed might have got hit in the face there as she would be shooting a pair. Reagan Borkhardt called with the foul. Luckily, her teeth did not get knocked out in that incident. It looked like she took a pretty tough shot to the mouth. 22-point lead, staying 22-point lead here in game 1 of the Sentry Classic. Today's tournament is sponsored by Stone Innovations. It's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off tile backsplash and labor. And check out our discounts on flooring. This is the Winter Blitz offer, and it's only at Stone Innovations. 4 minutes to go, 21-point lead for Edgar. We'll see if Amherst can maybe build a little bit of momentum going into their next game, which will be on Friday. That shot is up and good from Yonker. Spadoni just looking for an open player to try to get something easy, because nothing has been easy here for Amherst in this entire game. Spadoni just driving it on the inside, getting triple teamed, taking it herself, gets fouled, so she'll be shooting a pair of free throws. 3:20 to go. And we'll see if Spadoni can get past the 50% mark at the line. Gets that one to fall. Falling off front rim, good. Today's game is sponsored by Daddy-O's. Daddy-O's On Point is a family-run and veteran-owned vehicle care facility providing old-fashioned auto care the way that it used to be and the way that it should be. Bring your car to Daddy-O's, conveniently located on Church Street here in Stevens Point. And the second one is good from Spadoni. So trying to build up her free throw percentage just a little bit. Edgar brought in a couple of the backups. Coming in was Morgan Strevler, number 24 for Edgar. And it seems like they're going to bring in a few more. Spadoni, great pass from Tatum Maves, as that's going to be an easy and one. So Spadoni going to be shooting her one free throw. And this is what I'm talking about. If Amherst can build a little momentum off of a tough matchup, but some momentum here in the final 3 minutes of this one, I think that could help them pretty significantly going into Friday. Spadoni's second one, or her free throw, no good. That was the and one. 2:51 to go, and Tom McCarty wants to call a timeout, probably to bring his backups in. And today's tournament sponsored by Whitetail Properties. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality at 715-213-4478. That's 715-213-4468. Also sponsored by Heartland Farms. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Today's game is also sponsored by WIAA Foundry. Working at WIAA Foundry is more than a job, it's a career. Join us and make the iron castings the world uses and trusts. Cast your own future. Apply now at jobs.wapacafoundry.com. So here we go to inbound. This one is Macy Yonker. Over to Brooke Imhoff, first time calling her name. So she's checked in. Script check also still in this one. Lineup for the Edgar team. Yonker, script check. Imhoff, Lemmer, and Strevler. So most of the backups and the bench players are in for Edgar now. So they get some playing time. Pretty nice for them. Always good to see every single player on the team play. So a foul is going to get called here on Jastrzomski. As for the 5 in for Amherst, they still have their starters in. They got Jastrzomski, Spadoni, Breed, Maves, and Schulist. As Jastrzomski comes out of the game, Pesky is checking back in, and Brooke Imhoff will be shooting the 1-and-1. 9 fouls from Amherst here in the second half, so 1 more, and Edgar's in double bonus, and Edgar has 8 fouls here in the second half. Pesky with the rebound, and Maves leading it up the floor. 19-point lead here for Edgar. Breed's pass over to Pesky. The shot up from Schulis, no good. And Spadoni with the rebound, and that might be it for her. Got aggressive with it, and it is going to be on Scout Spadoni. That's going to be it for her in this one. Just a frustrating and tough afternoon here for Amherst. Tough start. We'll see how they can respond on Friday. As they'll be taking on Pacelli on Friday. And this shot here on the free throw, no good. From Yonker. 1:56 to go here in this one. And the second one from Yonker. The bank is open. So Breed taking this one up the floor. Almost got traveled, and they do call the travel on that one. 1:48 to go. I'd like to thank our game day sponsors, Tomorrow River BP, 3K Custom, JG Plumbing, HO Wolding, Amherst Telephone, Amherst Spiritware, Fleming's Cafe, OK Hardware, Amherst Family Foods, and Younger's Holly Funeral. We'd like to thank those sponsors here in the 2022 Sentry Classic. And jump ball gets called. And it looks like we got another substitution coming in for Amherst. Miley Filtz, first time calling her name. So nice to see some of the bench players who don't really get playing time for Amherst checking into this one here in this final 90 seconds. as it's a 20-point game. Dombrowski over to Davis. Looked like she could have taken a possible shot, but she passed it back out to Schulist. And working the ball around the perimeter. And Dombrowski with a floater. Nice looking floater there from Isabel Dombrowski. So just about a minute to go. I'd also like to say happy holidays to all the folks out there. Happy holidays to my family, as well as all my friends, and just hopefully everybody had a great Christmas time, and that we can head into the new year in a pretty strong way. Here in this closing 30 seconds, as it looks like Edgar's just going to hang on to it, maybe take a shot with their backups in. Chloe Radke also in, as that ball got turned over. And we'll see what Amherst does with it here in this final 10. And that ball goes out of bounds. 7.3 to go. It's going to stay with Amherst. As some of these players who are in the game, we'll probably see them in the next year or two being the starters of this Amherst team. And that's going to do it here in this one, as the Edgar Wildcats just dominate in the second half. 49, Amherst 31. So Amherst, they're going to be taking on Pacelli on Friday. And then as for Edgar's next game, will be on Friday as well against Marshfield Columbus. As for that, that's going to do it for us in this one. We'll be back for game 2 pretty soon. So we'll be back on Zaleski.
1, 2, 3. Jeez, no, that's because it's so low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Quant Fieldhouse here on the beautiful campus of the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point for the 51st annual Sentry Classic. It is going to be a classic game here tonight. Two WIAA opponents going at it. It is the Columbus Catholic Dons out of the Clover Belt East Conference against the Pacelli Cardinals out of the Central Wisconsin South Conference. First for head coach Ron Wilczek and the Columbus Catholic Dons. They start number 12, Gracie Wilczek. Number 5, Sam Casperson. 22, Haley Zimmerman. 32, Jenna Kibble. And 34, Haley Klum. That is, I mentioned it the first game of the year when Columbus Catholic took on Auburndale, that Haley Klum would at some point work her way into the starting lineup, and the freshman has done just that here before the Christmas, or right after the Christmas break. So we'll keep an eye on that. The other starter was Lily Stratman, and she is not in the starting lineup today, and I don't know if I see Lily down there either way, but starters for Pacelli. Number 1, Casey Vaughn. Number 3, Ashley Scheisel. Number 15, it looks like Anna Van Order. 32, Amelia Jacoby. And 22 is Hannah Trzynski. Haley Zimmerman will jump for the Dons in the Road Navy uniforms. Amelia Jacoby jumping for the Pacelli Cardinals. And again, should be a good one here this afternoon. And the opening tip won by the Pacelli Cardinals, working right to left, coming in at 4-4 on the season. Losing their last game against Iowa Scandinavia last week. Again, Haley Klum into the starting lineup for the Dons here tonight. Lily Stratman is on the bench for the Dons. Again, giving Coach Wilczek a little bit extra length against this Pacelli team. And all the way into the lane, the runner's up and left short. Rebounded by Haley Zimmerman. We saw it a lot in that first game, Amherst and Edgar just moments ago. That ended just a little while ago. Very, very, very physical. They let them play a lot in that first game. There were a ton of fouls as well. Haley Zimmerman, a college three, is off the mark. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it's staying with the Dons. Columbus Catholic, a couple of impressive wins and a tough win against Greenwood last week, 11-6. It was 11-6 in that game. Haley Zimmerman's going to try it again and can't get it to go. Tipped around, rebounded by Gracie Wilczek. Dribbles out of the congestion. Pacelli in their 2-3 zone. Klum tries for 3, too strong, and the Dons start the afternoon 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. First time that Columbus Catholic has been in the Sentry Classic in quite a while. Got this handy-dandy notebook here that they lend us, or that they gave us, that has all the participants and former participants of this tournament. Jenna Kibble at the free throw line, gets triple teamed out to Casperson. Sam for 3, in and out, rebounded by Jacoby. Columbus Catholic's first time here since 2005. And before that, it was 1974, 2004, 2005, and 2022. So fourth time for the Dons here at the Quant Fieldhouse. Again, those early years, part of WIAA, of course. And that one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Casey Vaughn. Well, they're going to say it wasn't tipped and out of bounds, going back to the Cards. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms, with roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock. This fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's Heartland.farm. Farm. And Gracie Wilczek is going to go to line for a couple of free throws, able to chase it down for the Dons and draw the foul. Foul's going to go on Hannah Trzynski, her first, team's first of the half. Had a couple of winners already today. Edgar knocked off Amherst. Marshfield knocked off Janesville Parker down at the Rick Majerus Wisconsin basketball yearbook tournament. And Mike and Trevor are off now until about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And Gracie Wilczek 2 for 2 from the line. And it's 2-0 Columbus Catholic. Just underway here in Game 2. We got one more game tonight. Should be a good one. Had a couple of good matchups last year. Pacelli and Assumption boys. Down low to Jacoby. Turns and finishes. Amelia Jacoby on the board. Swings it around again to Zimmerman in the corner. Zimmerman trying to fend off the defender and just able to keep it in for the Dons. About 3 minutes gone by. First half. Columbus Catholic and Pacelli. Columbus has really been on a roller coaster to start this year. Same for Pacelli. Just haven't been able to string together a lot of wins. Three-pointer off the mark. Haven't connected on a three yet this afternoon. Up ahead for Ashley Scheisel. Skips it all the way across. Trzynski thought about the three. Scheisel against Klum. Again, been very impressed. Three-pointer off the mark. Layup is good. Casey Vaughn puts it in for 2, and the Cardinals got the lead. Casperson. That one's going to be thrown away by Gracie Wilczek, taken by the Cards. Top of the key. Swings the back around over to Scheisel against Klum. Gets man-to-man defense for the Dons. Pacelli leading 4-2. Skips over Trzynski. Long three. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound. And it's going to go on Amelia Jacoby. That'll be her first, team's second of the half. I believe it even hit the shot clock here. And then that's when the foul was called. Kaylin Yenter checks in. Sierra Deringer checks in for the Dons. Again, should be a good battle all afternoon between Jenna Kibble and Amelia Jacoby. And Casey Vaughn's going to chase it down, get bumped, and off of Casey, and it's going to go back to the – no, wow, what? I believe it was off of Casey Vaughn. And it should be Don's basketball. And they're going to keep it with Pacelli. Unsure about that one. Right side for Kaylin Yenter. Down low to Jacoby. Van Order, pull up, airballed it. Offense rebound is up and good for Anna Van Order. And it's 6-2. 6-2 Cardinals. Of course, we bring you every Pacelli home and away boys and girls basketball game. Sierra Deringer goes down to the floor and rolls out of bounds. Again, talked about it just moments ago after that first game, how physical they're letting them play here this afternoon. And they continue that play into game 2. Got a couple more games this afternoon, which we will not bring to you. It'll be Wisconsin Rapids girls and Fond du Lac, Spash and Greenfield girls, and then Pacelli and Assumption boys later on tonight. What a pass to Jacoby. She's going to get fouled. and head to the line. What a pass into Amelia Jacoby. And Jenna Kibble will pick up the foul. Head into Fleet Farm and get up to 75% off their store-wide clearance event. Find crazy deals on toys, games, holiday decor, and lights. And apparel for the family. Fleet Farm, get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Jacoby 2 for 2 from the line. Again, Dons have not been able to connect from beyond the arc. Just one basket. Or just a couple of free throws. That's all that the Dons have had today. Deeringer on the right side against a couple of Cardinals. Klum on the baseline. Dribbles through, knocked away, and there's going to be a foul on the drive. Welcome back to the Quant Fieldhouse here in Stevens Point. Just a little bit of a hiccup here, and we're back as the Dons were down 8-2 early, came back, we're ahead 11-8, and now have held a 2 or 4 point lead the last couple of minutes. We've 4.5 minutes left in this first half. The cold 3-point shooting has started up again the cold 3-point shooting has heated up for the Dons with about 4:23 to go in this first half. 17-15. Columbus Catholic, Maggie Callahan off the backboard, can't get it to go. Haley Klum with a rebound. Haley in the lane, kicks it out to Callahan, over to Zimmerman. Go down to halftime, get all the correct scoring here as goodness gracious, Klum's going to get fouled and head to the line. Streisel picks up the foul. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. And Klum 2 for 2 from the line. 19-15, getting behind the defense and up and count it for Casey Vaughn. And it should be anyway. Yep, there we go. And one for Casey Vaughn. A long wait on the and one. Stratman picks up the foul. Vaughn trying to make it a 1 point game. Jenna Kibble with a rebound. Kibble into the front court. 3:45 to go. First half. 19-17 Dons. Out to Wilczek. Stratman in the corner. And two teams that can match up in the postseason. So a good indication here before the start of the new year as Gracie Wilczek is going to get called for the foul. 3:30 to go. 3:30 to go in the first half. $3:10 to go. Down low to Van Order. In the lane, blocked by Zimmerman and Klum. And down in a hurt is Ella Van Order, and she is hurt bad. Down low to Stratman. Stratman kicks it out. Wilczek for three is off the mark. Just get a foul, draw a foul or something. And Ella Van Order is down in pain. We're going to take a break. We'll hear from a whole host of our sponsors. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's start with Blanker. We'll be back after this.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
So Ella Van Order helped off the Bennett floor here at the Quant, and a foul right out of the timeout, or right out of the injury timeout. That'll be on Haley Klum. Getting work done here down below us and walking on her own power, which is always good to see after an injury like that. 2:42 to go in the first half, 19-17, and Gracie Wilczek with the interception, and then a foul on Casey Vaughn. And Pacelli will be or Columbus will be in the penalty. And Gracie Wilczek to the line for 1-1. First one is off the mark, rebounded by Jacoby. 2:35 to go. First half, 19-17 Dons on top. Columbus Catholic in the number 2 slot in the Clover Belt East. Casey Vaughn gets bumped. Tipped around, rebounded by Amelia Jacoby, too strong on the board, and rebounded by Jenna Kibble. With 2:15 to go. Kibble at the free throw line. Left side for Zimmerman. Haley all the way in the lane, right hand, can't get it to go. Tipped around, rebounded by Jacoby. Pacelli had the numbers if they wanted to run, didn't take advantage. Up ahead to Hannah Trzynski, tipped away by Wilczek. And a whistle a ways away, and it's going to go on Gracie Wilczek. Tough foul there by Gracie. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Premier Auto, Pizza Ranch of Plover, Lier's Jewelers, Point Insurance, Binds and Designs by Kelly and Arbuckles. Appreciate everyone helping us out, along with our good crew here and all over the state this week at Concordia University in Mequon. A runner is good by Kaylin Yenter. Got a crew in Mequon, a crew in Stratford and Auburndale, and of course here in Stevens Point. Jenna Kibble goes baseline, whips it around. Three-pointer Sam Casperson off the mark, rebounded by Haley Klum while being hounded. Steps through, still steps through, and finds Casperson over to Wilczek, over to Kibble. Jenna goes baseline, pull-up jumpers, too strong, rebounded by Sam again. Casperson into Wilczek, and Gracie Wilczek's going to be called for the travel. 1:18 to go, first half, tied at 19. Pacelli the opportunity to get back on top here in the first half. Anna Van Order picks up her dribble. Over to Trzynski. Klum with the bump. Right side for Yenter against Zimmerman. Looking down to Jacoby. Nothing doing. Good battle between Kibble and Jacoby. At that time, tipped away. Kibble comes away with it. Up ahead to Sam Casperson in the front court. Over to Klum. Haley goes baseline. Cut off there by Hannah Trzynski. And Hannah comes away with the steal, and then Klum with the foul. With 35.7 to go. That's going to be Haley's second. Courtney Summer checks into the game. With 35.7 to go. Again, had a close game in game one, and then Edgar came out in the second half firing on all cylinders to pull away with a 19-point win or whatever it ended up being. Blocked. Jacoby with an offensive rebound. Tipped around. Still loose. Jacoby again too strong. Rebounded by Kibble with 15 seconds to go. Jenna quickly into the front court. Into the free throw line. Tipped away. Zimmerman with it again. 5 seconds to go. Kibble at the free throw line. 4 seconds at the free throw line. The runner by Jenna is off the mark, and that'll do it here in half number one from the Quan Fieldhouse in Stevens Point. 18 minutes in the books, tied at 19. We'll be back with the second half of action after this on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Many things have changed over the past 50 years, but one thing has remained the same: Bone & Joint's dedication to providing high-quality care, helping people throughout Wisconsin move better with less pain. Whether you need orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, pain management, podiatry, or physical therapy services, you can count on Bone & Joint's experienced providers to lead the way. Call us and make your appointment today. Bone & Joint, keeping lives in motion for over 50 years.
Seamless, without holes, faults, or interruption. The shape of transformation. Seamless unites experience with insight. Seamless is CLA. Putting seamless into practice to help you reach unsummited heights. CLA, the seamless experience.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You know better when you see it.
1, 2, 3.
But sometimes, it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Welcome back to the Quan Fieldhouse. Second half action just about to get underway, or it is underway here from Stevens Point. Tied at 19 as Jenna Kibble starts the second half off with a missed three-pointer, but Haley Zimmerman puts it in for 2. And second half underway just like that. There were a couple baskets that I missed in the first half. We'll get those afterwards, but Amelia Jacoby left it short, rebounded by Zimmerman for the Dons. 17:20 to go. Pull-up jumper for Wilczek, airballed, rebound by Trzynski. Van Order across the timeline for Pacelli. Back out to Scheisel for the Cardinals. Trzynski for 3 in the corner. There were 2 Dons there trying to box out Amelia Jacoby, and she still came away with the rebound. And then drew the foul on Jenna Kibble. Trzynski in the corner. Van Order for 3. Too strong. Rebound again by Scheisel. Down low to Jacoby, and 1. Amelia Jacoby puts it in. A hoop in the harm for the senior. Taking a look right here, just how it happened. And the free throw was off the mark. Left side for Wilczek. Back around to Klum, back to Wilczek. Looking down to Kibble. Zimmerman at the free throw line. Haley Klum on the dribble drive, kicks it out. Pull-up jumper for Wilczek's off the mark. Offense rebound for Kibble. And Jenna will head to line for a couple of free throws. Purple Mountain Solutions is your go-to partner in assisting with all facets of your supply chain, whether purchasing, warehousing, or transportation. In the public, private, or medical sector, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. First one by Kibble was off the mark. .16 to go. And Kibble 1 for 2 from the line. And Courtney Summer will check in for Jenna Kibble. So we'll see what kind of advantage now here the Cardinals will take with no Jenna Kibble against Amelia Jacoby. Courtney Summer trying to body up with Amelia Jacoby. All the way in, tripped up. Ball's on the floor. Oh, my goodness. Foul is going to go on Sam Casperson. It looked like she had all ball. Got called for the foul. 15:59 to go in the second half. Pacelli plays again on Friday against Amherst. Columbus Catholic plays Edgar on Friday morning. The runner from Casey Vaughn is good. Zimmerman on the right wing goes baseline against Jacoby. Back out to Summer. Courtney Summer. Good ball movement here. Wilczek. The floater, Gracie off the mark. Rebound taken by Kaylin Yenter. And then a frustration foul. And Coach Wilczek not happy with Gracie on that one. Mutual Owasso Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualowasso.com to find an agent near you. Casey Vaughn with it, crossing the timeline for the Cardinals. Kaylin Yenter against Gracie Wilczek. Skips it all the way across to Trzynski. Pull-up jumper for Hannah is off the mark. Rebounded by Jacoby. And she'll go to the line for 2 more free throws. Gracie's third foul of the game. Phelps Dairy is located at the Crossroad Commons in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy is a family-friendly experience serving your favorite cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more. All grown right here in central Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy is open Monday through Saturday and 24/7 on Facebook. First one for Amelia was good. Second one is up and left short. Rebounded by Zimmerman for the Dons. 15-10 to go in the ball game. Wisconsin Rapids and Fond du Lac after this one. And then Spash and Greenfield. We will not have those games. We'll have Pacelli and Assumption tonight. We'll check out to Zimmerman. Haley, three is good. Haley Zimmerman knocks down a three, and the Dons have the lead back. 25-24. Clum defensively against Scheisel. Looking down low to Vaughn, and there's going to be a foul on Sam Casperson. Take a look at the good ball movement by the Dons. And again, leading to a big three-pointer for Haley Zimmerman. Left open. She's too good of a shooter to do that. And the Dons with a three-pointer. Replay brought to you by Wheelers. Van Order left it short, rebounded by Zimmerman. And a foul on the rebound is going to go on Kaylin Yenter. 14:25 to go in the ball game. 1 point Columbus Catholic lead. Back over to Zimmerman. Gets a screen from Courtney Summer. Over to Casperson on the baseline. Kicks it back out. Zimmerman. Strong pass across for Lily Stratman. Casperson over to Zimmerman. Haley, three in the corner, is just off the front rim. And Courtney Summers going to pick up the foul. A tough. Looks like a clean tip out, but oh my goodness. 4 minutes into the second half, and Columbus Catholic is already in the penalty. And Pacelli's going to be shooting free throws for the next 14 minutes. Wow. 4 minutes into the half, and we're already in the bonus. First one is no good. Rebounded by Zimmerman. Up ahead to Casperson. Sam baseline jumper. Rebounded by Courtney Summer. Haley Zimmerman out to Sam Casperson. And Coach Wilczek will take a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Timeout was taken by Coach Ron Wilczek, and the Dons lead by one here with 13:44 to go in the second half. Courtney Summer gets it, Swings around to Haley Klum at the top of the key. Klum out. Lost it. Did Stratman. Looking down low to Zimmerman. Picked up her dribble to Haley Klum. Back over to Courtney Summer. Skips it over to Stratman. Klum against Terzinski. Pull-up jumper for Haley is left short. Rebounded by Haley Zimmerman. And Zimmerman gets fouled. And Haley Zimmerman will head to the line for a couple of free throws. Maher Water Corporation is a family-run business that has been treating water for 72 years. They offer services, your current water system, new systems for rent and for purchase, and so much more, leaving you and your family left with clean water. Learn more at maherwater.com. Zimmerman's second one is up and off the mark, 1 for 2 from the line. And Zimmerman up to 6 points here in the second half. 2-point Don's lead with 13:10 to go. Van Order with it. It's Ella Van Order against Haley Klum. Hands it off. Goes baseline, lost it off the foot of Kaylin Yenter. Stevens Point Orthopedics proudly providing the Central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Holy, Stratman nearly lost it, and she did. Turns it over and then fouls. And Pacelli going to the line for some more free throws. This is where Pacelli's got to figure it out here. And heading to the line is Ella Van Order. Ella's first free throw is up, and it is airballed. And coming into the game is Casey Vaughn. Bone and Joint has been keeping lives in motion for over 50 years. Call or visit bonejoint.net to schedule an appointment today. 12:51 to go. 2-point Don's lead. Wisconsin Rapids and Fond du Lac, Spash and Greenfield. The two more girls' games. Then the first boys' game of the tournament. Pacelli and Assumption tipping off at about 7 o'clock tonight. See Nick Lieberg here from Assumption already, sitting up in the bleachers. Haley Klum's going to get fouled and head to the line for a couple of free throws. And Haley, an outstanding freshman for Coach Ron Wilczek and the Dons. Klum's first one is way off the mark. Can appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon on Zaleski Sports. Take a look at our friends in Watertown. That's Westfield and Laconia girls. Laconia is up 22-9 on Westfield. Klum 1 for 2 from the line. Dons with a 3-point lead. Across and down and somehow all the way through to Scheisel. Lost control of it. Back out. 3-pointer. Yenter is left short. Tipped around and Jacoby's going to go back to the free throw line. Foul on Courtney Summer. Haven't seen Jenna Kibble in a while. Maybe foul trouble. Not really sure how many she's got. A little distracted earlier in this half. And the first one by Jacoby is off the mark. Jacoby's second is short again and rebounded by Courtney Summer. 0 for 2 from the line, and then it's going to be a jump ball and staying with Pacelli. A nice job there by Anna Van Order. 0 for 2 from the line. They get another possession. Van Order inbounds it. Scheisel down low to Jacoby and missed the layup. Rebounded by Haley Zimmerman. Lily Stratman across the timeline for the Dons, up by 3 with 11:50 to go. Maggie Callahan had a couple of big three-pointers in that first half. She's got it now over to Courtney Summer. Stratman dribbling around, hands off to Haley Zimmerman. Free throw line out to Klum. Klum spins in the lane, spins again. Stratman over to Courtney Summer. Zimmerman on the baseline. Got it. Haley Zimmerman knocks it down. Big second half for Haley. Up to 8 points for Zimmerman in the second. And it's a 5-point Dons lead. Casey Vaughn tried to throw it into Amelia Jacoby. She did, and she finishes. 11:05 to go in the second half. Dons lead by 3. Game 2 of the 51st annual Sentry Classic, and Haley Zimmerman is having a big second half with 2 more. 10 points in the second half for Haley Zimmerman. And turns it over. Callahan gets bumped and is going to draw the foul. A couple of substitutions coming in for the Cardinals. And Pacelli will take a timeout. We'll do the same. We'll be back to the Sentry Classic in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
To me, the perfect run is when things start to get tough and I'm trying to keep my pace going and I hit this moment where I just quit thinking about what I'm doing. I've heard surgeons mention that as well, that during their best surgeries, you're kind of in just a pure flow. You know, my goal with patients is to try to help them get back to doing what they want to be doing.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Pacelli with that timeout, and Columbus with the basketball up by 5. Maggie Callahan swings around to Haley Zimmerman. Zimmerman finds a cutting Lily Stratman, who goes baseline and then draws the foul on Casey Vaughn. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Next foul by Pacelli will put Columbus in the bonus. Already 15 fouls here in the first 7.5 minutes of the second half. Haley Klum in the lane. She traveled with it. Yep. Coach Wilczek says get up and put some pressure on. Leading by 5. And intercepted by Haley Klum. Haley with the run out for 2. Good read there by Klum. Nobody stopped the ball. And throwing it up there is good for Kaylin Yenter. Back to a 5-point game with 10 minutes to go. Lily Stratman. Courtney Summer with it for the Dons. Out to Zimmerman. Again, the Dons and the Wildcats. Columbus Catholic and Edgar at 11 o'clock on Friday morning. Pacelli and Amherst. As Callahan to line for 1-1. And all of our replays brought to you by Wheeler Chevrolet in Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield and Coloma and Medford and I don't think it's Cadott, but they're all over the place. Callahan 1 for 2 from the line and tipped out of bounds. Back to Pacelli it goes. 9:51 to go. Something they didn't do in the first game that they're doing here, they got the player and the number of fouls on the scoreboard that they have. Trzynski with it. Swings it back around to Yenter. Into Van Order. Turns and fires and rebounded by Zimmerman for the Dons. 9:30 to go. Haley Zimmerman goes baseline all the way. Nobody stopped her, and Zimmerman with 2 more. 12 points second half for Haley Zimmerman. Van Order to Van Order. Over to Trzynski. Anna Van Order top of the key. 3-pointer is left short. Rebounded by Jenna Kibble for Columbus Catholic. Halfway through the second half, Columbus out to an 8-point lead. It was 19-19 at halftime. And Zimmerman left open for 3. Couldn't take advantage. And now Kaylin Yenter against Courtney Summer, and she double dribbled with it. Again, Haley Zimmerman has been on fire in the second half, and a wonderful drive with the right hand. Haley Zimmerman, 12 points second half. Jacoby getting ready to check in, as well as Casey Vaughn. Callahan to Kibble. Kibble against Scheisel. Hands it off to Callahan. Into Kibble and through her hands and turns it over. 8:20 to go. Up ahead to Trzynski in the lane. Pull up is good. Anna Trzynski for 2. All right, welcome back to Stevens Point. 42-32, 5:20 to go in this ball game as the Dons lead by 10. Maggie Callahan swings it around, or with the drive, and one for Maggie Callahan. The Dons are running away here in the second half. 5:41 to go. Take a look at it here before her free throw. Her free throw was good, and the layup was phenomenal by Maggie Callahan. And the Dons up by 13 with 5:30 to go. Nearly traveled with it. Casey Vaughn down low off the leg of Katie Ilka and out of bounds. Gracie Wilczek dribbles through everybody and loses the handle. Vaughn ahead to Ilka. Against Callahan, lost it. Courtney Summer comes away with the rebound. Ahead to Haley Zimmerman. Up ahead to Callahan, and the Dons reset things with 5:05 to go. The runner by Haley is off the mark, rebounded by Casey Vaughn. Vaughn into the front court, 5 minutes to go. The runner is up, counted, and one for Anna Van Order. And timeout going to be taken by Pacelli. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
Van Order's and one was no good. Rebound taken, though, by the Cards. Van Order again all the way. Strong take. She's going to get fouled and head to the line for two more free throws. Anna Van Order, the senior. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Second one is up and no good. Rebounded by Kibble for the Dons. 4:35 to go. Turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Find many top brands of beds, sectionals, recliners, sofas, and so much more, all at a family-owned discount furniture store. Shop Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. Jenna Kibble for three. Left it short. Good rebound by Lily Stratman. Kibble, strong take, can't finish. Gets her own rebound, goes on the floor. Ball is still loose. Still loose. Stratman holding on to it behind her back. It's a jump ball staying with the Dons. It's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations. With the purchase of a new countertop, get a free installed stainless steel sink or 10% off tile backsplash and labor. And check out our discounts on flooring. The Winter Blitz offer is only at Stone Innovations. Right side for Stratman. Callahan with a nice little jab step. 4 minutes to go. Dons lead by 11. Down low to Kibble. Back out to Zimmerman. Haley, 3 more. No. Rebound fought for. It's going to be a jump ball to Pacelli. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Intercepted by Haley Klum. Down low to Zimmerman. Back out to Klum. Nobody guarding Haley Klum. She could have dribbled the whole way. Instead, she pulls up and knocks down 2 more. Fond du Lac Cardinals arriving. And coached by Jake Jolling, who's the Pacelli girls coach a couple of years. In for 2 is Casey Vaughn. 3 minutes, 11 points, Don's lead. Let Blanker Construction bring your dream home to life. From interior and exterior design to construction, customization, and seeing the job is done right, Blanker Construction is with you every step of the way. Visit blankerco.com. Turnaround jumper for Klum is off the mark. Out of bounds to Pacelli. Or it should be anyway. Nope, maybe not. Community Insurance is your independent agency able to shop and compare the best insurance options on your behalf to find the best combination of costs and coverage. If you're looking for a better insurance experience, you'll love doing business with Community Insurance. Winters in Wisconsin can be a challenge. Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Cooling or visit pointheating.com. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Turnover taken by the Cards with 2:20 to go. Again, Columbus Catholic back in action on Friday morning against Edgar at 11 o'clock. The Wildcats picked up an impressive win over Amherst earlier this afternoon. And Pacelli will take on those Falcons on Friday afternoon. Daddy-O's On Points is a family-run and veteran-owned vehicle care facility providing old-fashioned auto care the way it used to be and the way it should be. Bring your car to Daddy-O's, conveniently located on Church Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Or excuse me, in Stevens Point, not Wisconsin Rapids. I don't know what I was thinking. Van Order out to Trzynski. Swings around to Van Order for 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Yenter. And a foul on Klum. Immerse yourself in an authentic dining bistro at Par 4 Bistro in Waupaca. Sandwiches, soups, brick oven pizzas, kit options, and awarded chef's signature local favorites for a night out, a family meal, or dinner for 2. Come to Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Waupaca. The first one for Yenter was off the mark. Opie's 5-Star Lanes is your go-to for family fun, bowling, birthday parties, and pizza. Opie's 5-Star Lanes on Post Road in Plover. Yenter 1 for 2 from the line. .145 to go, 10-point Don's lead. It was 19-19 at halftime. Callahan dribbled out of it and then got it taken away by Casey Vaughn. 100 seconds remaining in this ball game. Three-pointer is off the mark for Trzynski. Kibble with the rebound. Mira Torbay into the game for the Dons. Torbay, a very talented athlete A soccer pitch, basketball court. Not sure what she does in the spring, but I would assume she's probably pretty good at that too. Jenna Kibble with it. 60 seconds to go, and Van Order comes away with the steal, and the lay-in is good. Foul went on Van Order. Callahan at the line for a couple of free throws. And Callahan stepped over the line. Free throw is no good. Maida Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. Callahan 1 for 2 from the line. Clock has not started. It does now. And I think they should run about 15 seconds more off. Maybe not that much. Unhappy in your current job? Join the team at Monogram Foods in Plover. With 2 modern facilities and plenty of openings, make the choice to come grow with Monogram appetizers. Heartland Custom Homes is Central Wisconsin's premier home builder for 50 years. Heartland Custom Homes in Plover has kept their mission of building better living for you and your family. 29 seconds to go. Casey Vaughn with it. 3-pointer for Van Order is good. Anna Van Order for 3 more. Got it within 6 here with 10 seconds left. Obviously, it won't be enough. But good valiant effort by Pacelli, but Columbus Catholic will pick up their 7th win of the season after a 48-42 win over the Pacelli Cardinals. We'll take a break here from quite a few of our sponsors and then come back and wrap this one up. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here
from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of...
Welcome back to Quant Fieldhouse at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point as we wrap up our first two games. Edgar with a win and Columbus Catholic with a win. Those two teams will meet on Friday morning at 11 a.m. And then the Amherst Falcons and the Pacelli Cardinals will meet at, who knows? Let's see. We'll meet at 2:30 on Friday afternoon. We'll have both of those games. We'll have one more game later tonight, Pacelli and Assumption boys. And then tomorrow, Amherst and Altman Bancroft boys. And then 4 games for you on Friday. We're going to take a break. We'll shut down the stream and get everything ready. There are 2 more games going on right now, or will be going on. Wisconsin Rapids, Fond du Lac, they're warming up right now. And then Spash and Greenfield girls. All girls games today. And then the nightcap, Pacelli and Assumption boys basketball. So for Brendan Retzloff and Katie Lechten, this is Steve Maves signing off. Hope you have a great afternoon. We'll talk to you later on tonight right here at Zaleski Sports.